Okay, I'm going to quickly talk about making homemade sourdough bread. As a woman who works full-time with a family of, I have 2 little boys and a dog and a husband, it was fascinating figuring out how this was going to work, because it required quite a bit of attention from my part. And we started eating the bread yesterday. It's already gone. And so if I didn't have access to processed bread, like going to the store and buying a loaf of bread, which we buy pretty good bread, but whatever good means to you, I think it's good. I was out in a day. So if I needed more bread for my family tomorrow, that means I would have to start tonight. And it's a 12-hour process, almost, between making the starter, making sure you have that, and then a 5-hour wait of making sure the I think it's pronounced leaven, is ready to go, and then kneading the bread 3 times every 30 minutes, and then putting it in the fridge, getting it ready, and then preparing the oven and cooking it the next day and letting it cool. There was so much that went into it. In 1991, about 21% of the women accounted for the workforce. This is a little bit outdated. Now in 1999, this is still 30 years ago, 60% of the workforce is women, married or not. And so that changes the conversation of food preparation. Now, I'm not saying women are the only gender that does food preparation, but what I'm saying is the roles of couples and how they're contributing to the household. Let's take gender out of it. There is a lot to home-cooked meals. There is a lot that required of me to make a loaf of sourdough bread. As a culture, we want to have more naturally based foods. It requires more work and more time and attention. Do we have capacity as a culture to handle that? I don't know. I think I have the capacity to do some, but it definitely shifted my social life and my work life. It shifted also how I showed up as a parent. Now, it was the first time I made it, so I'm sure I could get used to it and figure out tricks and things to kind of make it a bit easier and you make it work. But if that becomes a pillar, I'm going to be sacrificing other things to make sure I have homemade bread for my home. Do people have capacity for that right now? Maybe we did 100 years ago in the early 1900s, but I don't know if we do now. The workforce has changed. Culture has changed. I think we have to ask ourselves, when I'm in conversation with people and we talk about preparing home-cooked meals, a lot of times I have a lot of pushback. I hate cooking. I don't do any food prep. Uber Eats it is. So we spend time figuring out foods that are easy on Uber Eats. And I'm not saying either one is bad or good. I think both are possible. But if we make food more expensive by increasing the quality of ingredients, preparing food at home is going to be required. And that will have to shift the workforce. I don't see how you can keep adding more things in. But just food for thought. If you're wanting to support your lifestyle, food preparation is something that you will need to squeeze into your day and make it a huge pillar, not just something to do because you have to, something you do because you get to. You get to prepare your family meals. I hope this helps.